So basically, I can read here. I'll read it out because our audience will want to know. Anyway, so this is a homebrew thing that we found on D&D Beyond. Let's try and credit whoever did this. I don't have the credit available immediately, but we've basically adapted the Hag's Daughter sorcerer class from a homebrew that's on D&D Beyond. So we've made some adjustments, but I think we're trying to keep the Coven element the same. I shared it in our Discord for us, but I'm just going to the features and traits of the Coven ability. So at 6th level, I can form a Coven with 2 to 6 other spellcasters of any class. When you form a Coven, each member chooses to share 2 to 6 spells of levels up to the highest spell the lowest level caster can cast. So I think that, I don't know what level everyone else counts as a spellcaster. So I think actually the Coven could necessarily be even weaker if you have a weaker spellcaster. Like if somebody's a level 1, then you can only share level 1 spells, but if everyone's like level 7, you can share the higher level spells. So from this pool of pooled spells, you and your Coven members can cast any of the spells using your own spell slots and spellcasting ability as if it were a prepared spell. These spells are selected after a long rest. If a Coven member dies, their spells are no longer available and the connection to that Coven member is broken. If you die, as establisher of the Coven is broken and all benefits and effects are void. When we're within 100 feet of each other, we can share spell slots at will, or we can perform one round ritual where each present member can offer a spell slot of 1st or 2nd level. And there's like, if we are all there and sacrifice a spell slot, we could do like higher level curses or like spells together. And there's an example of some things that I think the only one we would have access to anyway would be mass sleep, because I have a sleep spell. But we would still need material elements for that, even though many of us don't use material elements in our usual spell casting because we have arcane focuses. So that was all a lot of text, but essentially we're sharing spell slots and spells.
I need you to break it down further for me because I'm dumb. An example.
Yes. What spells does Caladir have any spells? Like he has Misty Step, right?
He has 1st level spells. He has Absorb Elements, Alarm, Featherfall, Magic Missile, and Shield. And then 2nd level, just Absorb Elements and Magic Missile. Then a couple of cantrips.
Okay, so that means we can only share up to 2nd level spells because I believe Caladir is our lowest level spellcaster.
I'm the weakest link.
Yes, so we can only share up to 2nd level spells. But we can choose 2 to 6 spells of levels up to the highest level that our lowest level spellcaster can do. So
that would be like a group.
Yes. So I think that it would be like we each pick 2 spells at the start of each day that we're giving other members of the Coven to access, and only other spellcasters could use it. We can use them for our own. It's like every morning we would basically have to gather and be like, here are the spells that you have access to.
Okay.
Today. So I think it'd be like 2 each, and then we can use those with our own spell slots. But if we're within 100 feet of each other, we can share spell slots.
We have like that pool to kind of draw from.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is like very complex mechanically, and we have not actually played with it before. So it's
I will still not understand until like the moment we do it. Even then, I'll be like,
yeah, I feel like a lot of it's going to be in the moment. We'll be like, okay, this is what you can do.
Mm-hmm. One thing that is interesting though, I think like if we had gotten into an example before, like where Greya had passed out but was not dead yet, we could have accessed
her healing
and healed her and brought her back up, because until she's dead, that is not broken. So if she's just unconscious rather than dead, we could have healed her or healed someone else if she gave us access to her healing spell at the beginning of the day.
I'm imagining that we would have kind of like, if we weren't discussing it every day, we would have like our kind of an established list that we'd be like that's our standard, but we have every day unless there's like extenuating circumstances where we're going to switch something out, right?
Exactly, and then we'll mention it to people, I think. So I
Okay,
think that
so
we
make
would
a
just
point
have
of
to do
being
it.
like, this spell is in there today.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that would be the
I
easiest way to handle it.
That's reasonable.